Alright everyone, this video is designed to show you how to get large groups and organizations on board with Join I5, because organizations and groups is how this program works. If you're expecting to make large amounts of money by just simply clicking on a few ads yourself, it's never going to happen. Alright, so we want to make sure everybody is clear on that. The value to the advertisers that make this program possible is by having as many people as possible viewing their advertisements, and that is the value they receive by us going out and sharing it with others. So that is what the program is all about, and hopefully you understand that at this point. And now we can continue to show you how you go about getting these large groups and organizations. Alright, Facebook is an excellent place to go and find contacts and to find people who can help you get into large groups and organizations, share this opportunity, and hopefully get them on board. The first place I want you to look in is pretty obvious, is over here in your friends section. Alright, as you go through your friends, you have to get into the habit, like in this instant, of going in and looking at the info. Alright, because what you're looking for here is seeing if they're involved in any type of organization or so forth that could help you. In this case, she's a business manager. I could probably, if I saw her on a little later, I could probably ask her what type of business, and if it so happens to be a non-profit or a group that could probably use extra funding, then I would probably share this opportunity with them. So you have an excellent source right over here in your friends section in order to help you get large groups and organizations to hear about your opportunity. So that's the first place you want to start. You'll be actually surprised at the people you have in your friends network. I've actually went into a couple of our other members' friends pages and found out they actually had people already in their groups or on their friends list that were involved in nonprofits. Some people had those that have been involved with nonprofits for over 34 years, and yet they have not contacted that person to share this opportunity with them. You know, what better person would it be to share than someone who has been involved in a nonprofit that could use this free auto fundraising opportunity? So that's the first place we look. The second thing you want to do is you want to go to the causes page on Facebook, and you can just put causes up here in the search window and go to causes. And now when that comes up, it's going to bring you to the main page of the Causes Network. And the Causes is just a complete network with regular members like yourself and I who have just created cause pages to raise money for their favorite charity and so forth. So these people are just regular people, just like you and I. They just decided to put these groups together and make an impact in order to raise money for these well-deserving organizations. But here, what we do is, first thing, you can go in and browse the causes. All right. Once you go in and browse, it will actually go to default to some of the largest organizations on board. Matter of fact, this first one that came up is the Aflac Cancer Center and Blood Disorder Service of Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. I've already contacted this group, and they are in the final stages of actually approving it. And now I'm going to show you how I went about actually getting them on board. And also, before I even go there, you can go over here and you see different categories. So you may be interested in helping some of these different organizations. They may be affiliated with something that you do or something that you just feel more comfortable about talking about. For instance, if you're a teacher, you may go in and speak to these organizations that are trying to raise money for education and so forth. But this first thing I would do is, once I've decided on the group that I want to try to get on board, is I have to look at how many numbers they have. All right? And in this case, they have 1,128,389. That is a lot of members that are in this particular group. And so far this year, they've given 1,167,242. That's not a whole lot when you're talking about this many members. It's not even $1 a piece, and this is for an entire year. And of course, with our opportunity, we know we're going to give them the ability to earn a whole lot more than that. So the first thing we have to do once we get that number is, before we even contact them, we have to go back to our income calculator over here in the Invite 5 side, because we want to know exactly how much money we can give to that organization. In this case, they were over $1 million. So in this example, we're going to simply put in here 1 million that they have that are directly involved in their organization, okay, in that group. Now, we're not going to worry about these other levels right now because we're simply going to show them the minimum value that we can provide to them with this opportunity. Now, remember, each organization and member that joins I5 is given a widget, and that's the button that you put on your website that simply allows anyone who comes there to click and view ads, and each time they do, 3 cents is actually given to that particular group or organization. So in this case, they have 1 million people that they know for a fact are supporters of that group. If they all just go in each and every day, and this can be directed by that group administrator or leader, and click on one widget every day at 1 million, that would be $900,000 a month given to that organization. All right, $900,000 a month. That is almost as much as they've earned through the entire year. All right, so that's the amount that we're looking for right away. Okay, once we find that amount, we go back here, and we've written that amount down. Okay, now we have to go in here and find out who we need to contact, okay, and how we contact them. So what we do is we go to that calls again, and we're going to click on their link. Once you click on the link, what you're looking for, once it comes up here, all right, it gives you all these tabs up top: home, about, members, impact, and so forth. The tab that I want you to go to is the one that says about. You click on about. Now at that point it tells you a little bit about the charity, what they do, their mission, and so forth. But this is where an important piece comes in. As you scroll down, you'll notice it first shows you all the friends that you have in your network that are a part of that particular cause. So if they are not already contributing or members of your group, you may want to share this opportunity with them as well. That's another opportunity because you already have people here that say, hey, I support Aflac Cancer Center and Blood Disorder Service. So if you send them something showing where they can raise money without spending anything, then by all means they're probably more likely going to want to get on board. And these are people that you are already friends with. So it just makes sense to contact them. But as you scroll on down, this is the important part. As you see here, these are the administrators. They're not CEOs of the organization and so forth. They're just simple members like yourself and I that are the ones that are in charge of the group as far as administrative work being done, as far as the setup of the site, as far as the overall communication with its members. So in that case, what you want to do is click on one of the administrators. And you notice here when you click on the administrator, it allows you a link to that particular profile, all right, of that person. And you notice over here in that group, I've already written her a posting that pretty much explains our program and actually gives her an example site showing the widget in action, all right. And watch this. If she clicks on that, she'll come to this page, which is a page that helps raise money for diabetes. And she can see how the link here is being used to get people on board. And she'll be able to go in, click on the Invite 5 button, and actually see the ads come up. And know that every time somebody clicks on a simple ad, just like I just did, and then the ad comes up, then we go and view that ad. When the real ads come up, we will rate it. And then after 10 seconds, we can close it out. And that organization just made 3 cents. That's how easy that is to show to them. But that's just something that I did once I initially made contact with her. Is actually went in and I joined this calls first of all, and then and that allowed me to go ahead and be able to post in that particular group page. So that gives me even more impact. So what we're doing though is we want to get in touch with Julia. So we go here. It says go to Julia's Facebook profile, and you notice here she's not one of my friends yet. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go in and add her as a friend. Now, once you add her as a friend, you don't want to just go and immediately hit send a request. You want to go in here and type in a personal message. Now, what I've done to make it a lot easier for me is I have saved certain little scripts and so forth, depending on what I'm trying to do. And here's a friend message script here. And you notice right here, it says, Good evening. Would love to share a great opportunity with you that is helping nonprofit organizations raise thousands monthly at absolutely no cost to them or their contributors. I am currently raising money monthly for my cause to fight diabetes. Contact me at your earliest convenience, and God bless. And I give her my phone number, I give her my email address, and then I even give her a website where she can go in and see our cause or our project in action. So I can right click, copy, go back to the website, and then I would just simply paste this message in here. All right. And then at that point, I will go ahead and send a request.